my creatives, and welcome to another junk journal with me. I think this will be the last one for 2019 and I'm so looking forward to 2020. So what I'm doing right now is I'm setting up my December daily goodness calendar, and I process you through the line drawing and stuff because that's really boring to watch. So skip through that, and now I'm going to decorate my calendar. So first of all, I want to tell you that in this video apparently there's a lot of hair showing, so I need to remind myself that I put my hair up if I make videos, because yeah, you need to see my fizzy hair all the time, or not all the time but a lot. Yeah, so I am going to decorate my daily goodness calendar for December, and I do that with the Snow and Cocoa collection I bought from AC Digitals last year. I still have tons and tons of die cuts left that I cut apart last year around Christmas and January, and I thought it was the perfect time to use this kit for my daily goodness calendar. So I'm just, you know, playing around with the die cuts, looking what I have, and then I find this little birdie, and I have this ice bear or polar bear. In Dutch we say ijsbeer, but it's a polar bear, Kira. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I have this label and I am writing December, but my handwriting or lettering was terrible, so I erased it a million times and I wrote it out a million times more. I left that in just so you can see that I also am not happy with what I do, or I lose lettering chicken. I don't know. I just wanted to show you the whole process of me creating this calendar. So we are at the end of the year and I am on my first day of my Christmas break, which I very much need, but I also need to do a lot of schoolwork because I am ending my year before I go on my internship, which is very exciting. I found myself a spot and I will be going there in February, but before I go there I need to finish a lot of schoolwork. So yeah, I'm on a break, but I'm not on a break, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I'm trying to do some arty stuff this break as well, because I am running low on videos and I want to keep on posting. So I will see how that will go in the new year. So after I finish my label, I take a Crayola Super Tip in a minty green because I thought it fit the color scheme of the collection very well, and another Crayola Super Tip to write down my numbers. And this process is the same for me every month. I just decorate it differently. Now I take some washi tape because I love some washi tape, and I will add it to the borders of my page. I do change my mind about this part. I'm like, no, I want to put it on the other side. So that is what I'm going to do now. I don't really have much to tell you, I think, during this process, because it's just me decorating my calendar. So I will come back once I have to tell you something more about what I'm doing right now. For me, right now, I'm just going to glue everything down, and I will pick a quote that will resemble my month, or what I should remind myself this month, and then we will move on with this process. after I finished my calendar, it is time to set up my YouTube scheduling page. This is also not very different from what I usually do. This stuck with me from the bullet journal, and I really enjoy having a schedule like this in my journal. So I am going to write out YouTube, and I'm going to decorate my page in the same style as I did my calendar, so the both of them fit together. And talking about bullet journals, I started somewhat of a bullet journal again, but it's like not creative at all. I have watched some videos about the bullet journal method. I watched some videos about Ryder Carroll, and he explained what the bullet journal should do and why he has a daily log and all that good stuff. So as someone with ADHD, I could understand why he made this method, and I have tried it now for about 2 weeks, I think, and it really helped me. But I'm not sharing that with you because it's just me writing down daily logs. There's nothing pretty about it, it's just me writing, and it really helps me. So that is what I'm currently doing, because I didn't have much time to journal, like proper journaling. And I do need some place to write down those random things and thoughts and tasks that are in my mind. So I don't know, maybe I will start bullet journaling again, but for now this is how I am going to do it, and I'm not sharing that because there's also a lot of private stuff on those pages. So I'm not sure yet if I will do a real bullet journal. I'm thinking about it, but this is working for me right now. So now on to some real journaling. I'm going to do something else first. I'm going to add my December pages to my Take 5 pages. I printed off my photos of the December Take 5 Art Challenge that was this month, and Roxanne picked prompts, so I added her prompt list, my sneak peek, and my photo of my page, and I will write down her name on a label. First I wanted to do something in the background because this was just a dot grid paper and it was too white and nothing was going on. At first I thought I wanted to use these book pages, but I end up not using them because I didn't like it. I'm not sure why I didn't like it. So I took another piece of paper. I got this from a pen pal, and I just ripped it and glued this to my page to give some interest to the background, so it wasn't that empty, and I'm just going to glue these pieces down. So on this day I didn't finish my November Take 5 page that I caught up on, but I will add those photos as well later on in my journal, but not in this process because I still haven't added them to my journal. But I gave Anna her label, so I would remember to add them to my journal because I really want to. And I also write down Roxanne, her name, in a label. And that concludes 2019 Take 5 Art, which is crazy. We are going to post, of course, on the 31st of December. And that will be the challenge for January. And I can tell you it's a very, very exciting and creative challenge this time. I still need to make my page. It's the 21st of December today. So yeah, I still need to do that. I think I will do that later today. And I'm looking forward to work with those prompts. They're very exciting. So I just added those to my page, and now I'm going to work on this page. So I printed off some photos. I usually do this in bulk. That's why I also had the Take 5 photos. And I'm going to do some memory keeping. So this card had 2 bracelets. I'm wearing one right now. I'm also wearing it in the video. It is a little hard, and I received it from my friend Mandy, and it had such a cute card on there, so I wanted to add that in my journal, and I thought it would be a perfect tip-in for these little photos or memes. I received these from friends and my husband, and I wanted to remember this. So I wrote down on a label when people really know you. They just sent me these things. We often send things to each other like this. So Oets sent me this first one that I'm sticking down right now, and it says, "Am I finishing my degree, or is my degree finishing me?" Which I thought was really, really fun. I can't read what was on the one with the two girls because my screen is too small, but it was just a really nice quote about friendship that I received from Mandy, and then I received the dear one from another friend, Mark, and that made me really laugh. He said, "This is your spirit animal," and I totally agree. So I wanted to keep those in my journal. And that's also an idea for you to use in your journal. Just add maybe some text messages or apps or just funny things people send you. So I turned this into a tip-in with these photos on the back. And now I'm going to pick out a washi tape and just tip it in. Yeah, so I really, really enjoyed this, this little card that I made. And yeah, for me, my journal is also about memory keeping and just reminding myself the good things in life, like people sending me funny photos or memes. So after I added this tip into my journal, I take some paper, writing paper, old writing paper, and I want to journal about friendship. So I ripped this piece up, and I am going to distress this with some vintage photo distressing. And I do this fun technique I did a long time ago, and I forgot that it was really, really cool to do. I just crumble up the paper and then distress the parts that come up. I don't know if you understand what I mean, but you can see what I'm doing. And that really gives a really cool effect. So it's not just a piece of paper, it has something extra on it. And I'm going to glue this down with some wet glue because of the humps and the bumps. And after that I will go through some embellishments, and I will add a clear sticker and do some journaling. And after that I will come back and talk to you some more. On the page on the other side, I wanted to do some more memory keeping. So we went to a museum with my school. We went to het Groninger Museum, and this was an awesome museum, and it had such bright colors and was so much fun. I really enjoyed this museum, and I think I want to go back there again another time to look again, because we didn't get to see everything that was there, but it was so cool, and I took some photos for my journal. So I just really wanted to make another, like, more of a scrapbooky page. So I took my photos. I of course grabbed myself some Starbucks when I was in Groningen. We don't have one here where I live, so I really needed to get myself some Starbucks, which was really nice. And I took the photos I made and I backed them with this pattern paper. I do that to all of them, and then I will arrange them on my page. And once I'm happy with my arrangement, I will stick them down and add a little caption of journaling on what we did and how it was in the museum. And that will be it for this page. I will also add some embellishments, and I add this doily for some extra texture and layering and interest. But it's just a simple page with just some pictures for me to remember that I went to this museum. On to the next page, I just want to document some daily life stuff. I have this photo from Link on the couch. He's like this little prince just sitting there. And I have a quote that really spoke to me, and I want to add that in my journal. And I watched the 3rd season of The Crown. It was amazing. I loved it, and I was so sad it was over, but also, you know, fulfilled. But you know, like there was a hole in my life. I really love The Crown. I love that series. I really enjoyed watching it, so I wanted to document that in my journal. And this is more of a daily life, so I make a collage with some washi tape, and I try to do it a bit of a retro vintage kind of style. And yeah, I'm sorry guys, I don't have much to say. I feel a bit blank doing this voiceover for this video. Yeah, so I hope you don't mind that this is a bit different than the other junk journal with me videos. But yeah, it's just, you know, you have those days where you don't have much to say and don't have much to talk about. Yeah, so yeah, that's that. I will find a place for the photos, and I will turn the big photo into pockets for some extra writing space, because I didn't want to make another page just for documenting where we ordered some food and link. So I add this tag, and I will write these little captions on the tag and add the photos to that. So yeah, I will come back when I have to say something else. Hello my creatives, this is during a junk journal with me, I think. So I have noticed that my journal is getting pretty fat, and I think you saw that as well. It will be very hard to work in this book because I'm already getting this lump here, this bump, and it's pretty thick. So what I am going to do, because if I fill this up, I cannot work on these pages anymore. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, because there are 9 signatures in this, I'm going to take 5 signatures and I'm going to reconstruct my journal. So I completed 4 signatures and I still have 5 signatures to go. So let's see, I'm almost 4 signatures, but this is, here are 4 signatures on this side and here are 5. So you can see the problem with my journal, and this will not hold and I will not be able to continue in this book. So what I will do is I will keep this signature in here simply because I'm almost at the end of this and I don't want to put December pages in another journal. So I think I want to keep the 5th signature in. That also makes it nice to divide it again and put these 4 signatures in another cover. Simply because otherwise it's just going to be here, and I know I will quit using this journal because, as you can see, it's very lumpy already. So that is what I'm going to do. That's just what I wanted to tell you. So I will take this apart. I will sew in my signatures again, and I will put in 5 the used signatures, and I will put one here, one here, one here, and one here, and one here, and with some other thread. This time I have green because I don't have the blue anymore, and then I will figure something out for the other 4 signatures. But that is what I'm going to do now, and you will see me do that. Okay, bye. So in the end I ended up not filming how I took everything apart and sewed it back in together because you could see my private journaling and I want to keep that private. But to show you, I took these 4 signatures out and I sewed everything back in, and I did it. I put 5 back in, 4 I completed already, and 1 last one, and I skipped a row of holes when I did that. So now it is a manageable journal again, and I will definitely finish this. I wouldn't have finished this because you can see these are 4 signatures, so these would get probably just as fat as those, so there was no possibility for me to finish it. But everything is fine, and that was my journal surgery. So you can always take your journal back apart. It's quite easy to sew it back together, so no problem at all, and now I can have fun with my journal again. So that's what I want to share about my junk journal. I have some still shots here for you from the pages that I did in this junk journal with me. I'm sorry that it was a bit of a different junk journal with me not being so elaborate talking, but I didn't really have much to say. I still hope that you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please leave me a thumbs up, and I would also love it if you would consider subscribing to my channel. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you all next time. Bye!